First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Miami Marlins. Miami find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Wei-Yin Chen is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
You talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
Batting second, center fielder number
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of the long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Here's Mookie Betts. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. First offering on its way. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Prado was there, and there are 2 away now. Here's J.D. Martinez. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Popped up. Rojas is there, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Miguel Rojas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. They throw down to first, 1 away. Here's Starlin Castro, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scoops it up over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third,
Martin Prado now comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ripped down the first base line. Sale gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So nothing happening this time. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Career numbers against Chen. He's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Sliders in for a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And you talk about fitting a profile for a right fielder. Big surprise who brings the absolute bazooka to the game today. That is the right fielder. Don't look for anyone to test this guy.
Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Brock Holt now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Softly hit out towards short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Stepping in now, Sandy Leon, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. From the stretch. And that finds the target. Nothing in 2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And this is fouled at the plate. Pierce over at second. Holt at first. 1 gone. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Riding in, Chris Sale. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And look out. Oh, that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
Oh, boy. Pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And anytime it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. A swinging bunt to the mound. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up. Into the box now, Derek Dietrich. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul.
That's a strike.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Lifted down the line and left. Martinez on the run, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now a hard liner, but foul. Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Martinez has a read on it, and the inning is over. Now batting, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Popped him up. Rojas is under it. 1 out. At the plate, Mookie Betts 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Anderson back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Into the box, J.D. Martinez. He popped out in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Up around the face.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Fouled off. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Now here it comes. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Too high. Ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Full count still. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Left side of the infield into the shift. Rojas is up with it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Martinez, the runner at third. Bogaerts at second with 2 gone. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Anderson ranging back. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Boston strand. Now at the plate, number 45. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Ryan Holiday. Lifetime against Chris Sale. Not great. He's 1 for 8. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Grounded up the first baseline. Pierce has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So here now is the pitcher, Wei-Yin Chen. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the. Striding into the box, Brock Holt. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. Foul ball. Strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball one.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sandy Leon. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a ball and a strike now to Sandy Leon. Leon, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Brinson. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The pitcher, number 40.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Sale. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Count is 1-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits. The Red Sox to this point. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down. So striding forward now, Miguel Rojas back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Bogarts. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Third baseman, number 14.
Martin Prado now. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Ready for another shot now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they've faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Benintendi is retired, 2 down now. Here's Mookie Betts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now with the... So stepping in, Derek Dietrich. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Benintendi is there, and he has it for the first down. Coming to the plate now, Brian Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Blown away as he misses again. 2-0. Sale ready with the 2-0. Left side. Nunez takes it in. Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Marlins.
Standing in, Lewis Brinson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. Grounder down the line at third. And the Marlins had their first hit of the game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Brinson stands at second with 2 gone. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
That's been a great pitch for him all night, able to push and pull the throttle a little bit, throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
Line toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay throw, and he is in there.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And a relay to the plate. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Adam Conley will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Here's Brock Holt now as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. His career numbers with Adam Conley, he's 2 for 3. 0-1 count and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there. In now, Sandy Leon. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Anderson going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
Into the box, Chris Sale. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here it comes on 0-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly in the inning. Stepping in, Brian Holiday to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
JT Realmuto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11.
And this one's in the dirt.
Realmuto.
And no advance. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now and stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Third baseman, number 14.
Stepping up now, Martin Prado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Derek Dietrich will be next. 3-1 the count now. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And he chased it in the dirt. He'll come to the plate with it, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there as all of a sudden the inning is now over. We're through 6 full. The Red Sox are out in front, 3-0. Jose Arena will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 62. Jose.
So striding in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead it off here as we...
Number 11.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He went down on strikes last time up. Jackie Bradley Jr. will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Behind 0-2 now. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
One out, nobody on. Now another 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone!
Man, he threw a two-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder,
In now, Mookie Betts.
Betts.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front, even though he didn't pot commit on that one. It opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
That's a foul ball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Digging in once again, J.D. Martinez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Seared down the first baseline. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Martinez will round first and head for second now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
He's set and the pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Martinez at second with 2 down. Now the 1-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Rojas has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rafael Devers is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a two-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Brian Anderson is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Betts. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Center fielder, number 9.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. The windup and the 0-1. There's a strike.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Count remains at 0-2. Sales ready. Here it is on 0-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Holt gloves it on to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Javi Guerra has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's Steve Pierce now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Guerra is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Steve Pierce goes quietly to lead off the 8th. Ian Kinsler will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Kinsler hits the bag at first and heads for second now. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Christian Vasquez will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Kinsler, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Left fielder looking up at the track, the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Roll, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Up around the face. Where this one almost ends books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. Ian Kinsler will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Christian Vasquez will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Number 7, Christian Vasquez.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Ready once again, Brian Holiday. He singled his last time up, and that's taken for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Number 44 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Low for ball 1. Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone, a home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Bradley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here. Nick Whitgren enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And oh, look out! Up and in, and nearly took his head off.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Jackie Bradley Jr. becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Betts rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
This is in the air out to right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Mitch Moreland will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. Hard hit ball to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mitch Moreland will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Here's Starlin Castro, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready now, Martin Prado. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. 1-1 the count to Martin Prado. Castro gets his lead at first, nobody out. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Derek Dietrich. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Runners on first with 1 down. Soft liner towards short. Kinsler for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the 1st inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Bo Sox jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Chris Sale earns the win, his 2nd, turning in a very strong complete game effort.